this video has been inspired by chapter 731 of One Piece. If you don't want to be spoiled, I suggest you leave now because I will be talking about full-on spoilers, and also the video thumbnail is not from the actual manga or anything, it's just fan art. So if you don't want to be spoiled, leave now. You haven't been spoiled yet. You're warned. Now, a lot of controversy as of recent with the latest chapters regarding the return of Sabo, him seemingly being alive. And this video was actually kind of inspired as well by a commenter. I wish I would have screen capped the comments so you guys could have seen what it was, but I guess he already deleted his comment or whatnot. And basically, his comment for the most part was him kind of comparing the reaction, the fandom reaction to the Toby reveal, the unmasking of Toby from Naruto, to the, big bringing back of Sabo, and kind of how everybody is like all happy and excited about the Sabo stuff, but there was a very big negative reaction to the Toby revelation chapter. Me personally, you could go back and check the video, I wasn't upset about the Toby chapter, the revelation chapter either. I was just, okay, let's see what's going to go from here, and I did enjoy some of the following chapters of kind of going into the backstory of what went down. It wasn't for me personally till later on, and it was actually the actions of what he's doing right now where I started to feel a little certain way towards the person that is behind the mask of Toby. So for me personally, I'm not one of those people that was complaining, but my understanding of pretty much what it is, the difference between the two is, first of all, this is all guesstimation right now because we don't even know if that's actually Sabo, if he's actually been brought back. And the thing about it is, what I guess some people, why they had like a problem with Toby, who he was or whatever, compared to the Sabo stuff, is mainly that with the Toby revelation, this character, it kind of needed to be pieced together how he could do all these amazing things, because the character Toby, he's been around for a while and he did a lot of big things, and it's kind of like, okay, how would he be able to do those things if he was that character? So a lot of people were already looking at it like that, and a lot of people also had their speculations as to who was behind the mask. So there was a lot of reasons why people had this kind of animosity towards the revelation. Also, the way it was approached, it was kind of just like from the get-go, the name of the chapter was the actual revelation. So people were more so in that vein, and then just reviving this character that people felt left such a positive message with his death to, become who he ultimately became, felt like a slap in the face for certain things. So people felt in a way betrayed by that character doing that, and it just kind of gave them a little bit of resentment. Again, me personally, I was more so along the lines of, I want to see why he did these things and what he did. And then it wasn't until really when the character just started to show that he was just on this one-track mind where it personally went a bit downhill for me. But I never really, the big revelation, had a problem with it. That was, I guess, just different, sections of the fandom. You compare it to this one, and it's more so, first of all, there's always been speculation that this character was still alive. The Masked Man, there was speculation simply because of the Masked Man, but if you look at it, it was almost like, there's no way this dude could have survived that. So it was more so along the lines of, as well as the convincing of how that person was, killed. With Sabo, you didn't really see him actually get his head chopped off or see boulders fall on him. It was just like, oh my god, there's this big explosion. And then there was kind of foreshadowing after that, that maybe he was revived, or maybe he was saved by Dragon and Ivankov on that ship, when you see Ivankov saying, oh my god, and then, you see them together. So, and there was also foreshadowing of Dragon meeting Sabo as well. There was more foreshadowing and more setup to this, where it's kind of like, okay, it makes a lot more sense. And with the Toby thing, I guess people felt as though it was just too much explaining needed, and too much, going into, okay, how was it possible to do that? How was it possible to do that? How did he possibly survive when we clearly saw boulders falling on him? With Sabo, it was more so an off-screen type of thing, and I guess that's mainly one of the big things about it. Again, this is all speculation because we don't even know if that's actually Sabo. It's pretty much confirmed. I mean, I don't think Oda would troll anybody, and the next chapter will definitely more than likely clarify it. And I guess as well, because people are kind of saying that the Sabo thing was kind of getting hinted at him, when we finally do see him, it'll mess up the revelation. And for me personally, I think it's not going to mess it up as long as there's something else to it. Like, maybe when we finally do see him, he has like this big scar, and we hear about this amazing battle he's had, and there's still so much to learning what he's been doing this entire time with the Revolutionary Army. So there's still a lot more to find out about him when we do actually see if it's indeed him. So that's mainly why I feel as though the way Sabo was handled, it was just a different type of scenario. And it's not that there's a bias. I'm sure there are people that are biased regardless. It could have been masterfully told with the Toby revelation, and people still would have had a problem, but said it was okay with Sabo. But it's just the presentation a lot of the how the hell this happened, how did that happen. Meanwhile, with the Sabo scenario, it wasn't really like that. It was kind of like, yeah, he could have survived because we didn't really get to see everything. Yeah, this person saved him. There was more setup and foreshadowing and just more thought and more planning into the Sabo thing than with the Toby thing. Again, Kishimoto may have had this all planned out, and it seems as though he connected the dots, even if maybe he did it afterward or before. Whatever the case may be, he definitely connected the dots. It just kind of seemed a bit off, and there was a lot of people holding on and a lot of anticipation. That reveal was going to have people having shit to it regardless. People were going to be mad one way or another. If it wasn't their person, if it wasn't this person, they were going to be mad about it. And with the Sabo thing, it's just like, yeah, well, we kind of thought it was a possibility always that, you know, maybe he did survive, even though it kind of seemed as though he was dead. So there's more to it than that. That's, I guess, my interpretation of what the fandom is going through right now, where in one case they felt like negativity towards, you know, the Toby revelation, but with this one, with the Sabo return, it more so feels like, okay, you know, we're actually hype and excited. And I guess that's what I feel from it. Let me know what you guys think, though. What is your guys' take on why people were really upset, or why was there so much of a split within the fandom for the Toby identity, you know, that character being revived, or not revived, but coming back and being alive, opposed to the Sabo one, where, for the most part, across the board, everyone was like, yo, this is exciting, I can't freaking wait. What is your take on that? What do you guys think, why there's negativity with one, but mostly positivity with the other? Let me know in the comment section below, and your overall thoughts of this. Are you excited? Me, personally, this is just one hell of a treat. This is probably one of the most exciting chapters I've ever gotten the pleasure to review, and I'm just happy overall that the story is really just climaxing and keeps on going, because not only we got that, we also have a lot of other amazing stuff on the side, so just adding that made everything 10 times more epic. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up nonetheless for fandoms just really getting excited, because I love when fandoms get excited and we just all have a great time reading this stuff, because that's what makes anime and manga just such a pleasure. It's just like we get to exchange our enjoyment and exchange our love and passion for this. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.